So far, a lot of invades. Maybe I'll hold that thought for the moment because Kisei has baited in Curzio perfectly.
Got the blitz.
Probably not going to get too much from this death sentence. No, never mind. It's landed. Dragku surely done. The kill will go the way of ML. Lived, has Showstopper available. See what he can do here. Surely the follow-up. There we go. Winterer cops a big chunk of damage. And there's a few blobs on the ground that'll be swiftly dealt with by Sway. Perfect execution from the Chiefs. It's going to be a very difficult game for Sybil to get anything done in. He's going to be followed around the map by Swaith in the mid lane. And Curzio gets himself a solo kill onto Kisei, who just hung around a little bit too long.
Unfortunately, now he's in trouble.
Another gank up into the top lane, but do they have enough damage to dispatch? Oh, Lived. Swaith arrives, keeps him safe with Lamb's Respite, and all of a sudden the fight turns back on its head. Winterer solo against 3, and the Haymaker was held for so long by Liv that it ended up being a pretty comfortable win for the Chiefs in that top fight. And Curzio forced to flash away as well.
This is today, bot lane fighting.
Oh, indeed. Mega Inferno bomb flashed away by Style. Maybe Legacy can turn something back on its head here. ML trying desperately to get that kill onto Dragku and will secure it. But Mboma needs to only land one more bomb to find that kill. Style can't come back quick enough to save ML. And it ends up being a 1-for-1. But the kill goes to Mboma and to ML. So now 2 kills on that Thresh. I'd say Style is starting to feel a little bit undone by.
Yeah, Styled seemingly trying to keep Mboma keen. That's a teleport. Good luck, Styled.
He's going to try and get out of there, but it's LeBlanc. And, well, unfortunately, you don't escape a LeBlanc. He'll just jump right on top of him, and that's the end of Styled. So, works out, again, in the favor of the Chiefs.
And just, again, maybe not keeping track of summoner spells could be something you'd say there. Dragku also going to freeze the way for him in mid, so nice guy support. And Mboma.
Oh, that doesn't look good. You see the Aphelios ultimate again invests at Dragku. Looks for a hook, but can't get anything, and Curzio's there. It's a double kill in the bot lane for Legacy, one of which will be donated actually over to Style. Dragku doesn't make the mistake of checking the bush, but is he going to get caught by the death sentence here? Full connection from Sybil and from Styled. Dragku survives, and into blob form goes Sybil. He might actually be in a spot of bother here because Ziggs is going to be able to hit all 4 at once.
Gross.
Perfect. Well done from Mboma. Swaith arrives just to force Legacy back. In fact, can he actually get followed up on here? Dark Passage. Keep Styled safe for now, but he's still hanging around. And Swaith is just doing so much damage. I mean, you're going to see it right now in Curzio. He's just dead. Swaith is looking for that extra stack, and he's got it. That's 10 now, Rusty.
Because he needs 10.
Oh, the collapse from the Chiefs. There's a little bit of a response from Curzio, but he gets picked right back on up as well. The showstopper. Look at the backline. It's getting melted. And it's funny to say it because it's the backline Sybil, the backline Zach. Lived was in there just doing so much damage, and with that, another stack over to our friend Swaith. Lived is caught up. Haymaker keeps him alive for a second longer, but Swaith is able to get over the wall into relative safety. Say arrives, puts Sybil down to bed, and Curzio the focus of fire. It's a very prolonged fight right now that's going all which ways. Kisei still trying to deal with Sybil, and ML, this is a death sentence onto Swaith, which opens the door for what might end up actually being a bit of a 1v3 from him. Kisei does arrive from the flank after having dealt with Sybil. And all said and done, another win for the Chiefs, although at least some response from Legacy. Swaith's going to keep going, does have Lamb's Respite available, but has to back off now.
The thing with Legacy, I don't think they like to lose slowly.
No, Sybil is perhaps going to give you a good example of that. Charges right in there. That Mega Inferno bomb landed on 3 or 4. Lamb's Respite keeping Swaith and Dragku alive, and Swaith jumps over the wall, but instantly deleted by Styled. A counteracting Kindred ultimate comes through from Curzio, which keeps Legacy actually relatively healthy. And Styled had a bit more time to work that fight than he thought he would. Kisei now starting to arrive. First distortion through. Death sentence, not enough to keep Kisei down as he pops back to safety. And eventually it'll be too much for Legacy. You know what? It almost looked like a good fight.
That's fair, man. That's fair.
I mean, In the meanwhile, there's a Baron going on. Sybil's going to jump over the wall a little bit too early, and the smite goes through. I don't even think that was the smite from Sybil that stole it, but we'll have to have a look back on the replay. Showstopper from Lived is going to get him back into the fray. And unfortunately for Legacy, they do get the Baron, but they don't really give themselves that much of a chance of defending this inhib now. And Legacy, will they get out?
He's going to need another lantern.
Oh, it's so ballsy.
So close to going down. Winterer needs to be careful now as well.
And Melk's just going to throw out a rogue death sentence, and sometimes you got to give that a crack, but wow, Sway! And he just gets blown up. In the meanwhile, Swaith and Lived are essentially 2v4 right now, and they seem pretty happy about it. Haymaker and the Showstopper back in the other direction. Lived does fall very low, but inside the stopwatch survives, and it's the Swaith show at the moment. He just continues to pile on the damage. Winterer has to go scurrying away, but really, what does it matter? He's dead. Regardless, the Chiefs are going to chase him down. And that, I have to say, Rusty, is probably going to be the game.
Yeah, I mean, it takes us, 31 minutes to get the team fight, but this should be more than enough for Chiefs to close this game out. And the Classico just a little bit too one-sided this time around. I always enjoy seeing the signs of life from Legacy, the fight that's there, but not nearly enough today.
Yeah, unfortunate game for Legacy. It seemed to just snowball very quickly in the direction of Chiefs, despite the fact that it took them a long time to get it done. They have gotten it done in very convincing fashion, and I just saw Sway